Good morning, good evening, and good night to you, wherever you are around the world. We're here back with some more Dragon Blaze content. Hopefully, everybody's doing very well. Hopefully, your day is going very well and you accomplishing your Dragon Blaze dreams, getting farther and farther through whatever things that you're doing. And I hope my content really helps you. As always, make sure you're doing your Atlas treasure hunt event, which I'm still working on. About another day or so, I'll be done and going to the next one. Make sure you're doing that. Jackpot event, guys. One of the best events, in my opinion. You get a lot of great resources from here. You can open up your wallet if you want to the game. I highly recommend you not. But yes, it is definitely worth doing Jackpot event. You get a lot of resources from us, so make sure you're being very active in doing so. Your trace investigations, we're on week 1. Make sure you're doing this so you can get more Katarina content and getting her where she needs to be. Fourth impact, I'm going to be working on trying to figure out how you get that. So I'll be talking to my sources about that soon of how to do so, and then I'll obviously break it here to you guys. Area victory event, PvP lovers, this is where you go hard. You're going to get a lot of fragmented memories here. I'll try to do the same. I don't really care for PvP, but here we are. We're going to try to be doing that and getting that finished. And today's content is going to be introducing the new hero. So obviously, new hero come out. Now, I did say I was going to do Library of Fate content. That is going to be tomorrow, as you see here. I haven't done any yet. We're going to start off with the level 100, 5th floor, and then we're going to go through the gauntlet. I've already showed that I did it, but I want to show you how I did it. So we're going to be doing that most definitely. So yes, that content is still coming. It'd have been today, but in the event of the new hero coming out, that's what we're going to be focusing on. So here's the new hero. So we have our special content here, and then we have our class, which is our Incanter. So we're going to see what she does. Let's go to preview skill so we can actually figure out what things she does. As you see here, she's an Incanter, magic DPS, which is great. So let's see what she can do for us. Cute little animation. All right, so it says attacks one enemy and nearby enemies. Increase and receive magic damage upon normal attack, 10th phase for 3.5 seconds. So that's pretty cool. You know, you attacks one enemy and nearby enemies, so she actually hits everybody. And then, you know, it increases your magic damage received, basically, which is great for 10th phase for 3.5 seconds, which is an okay amount of time. So far, you want to have her obviously in a magic team or a team that's like hybrid. You can take advantage of both. So it's kind of what you're looking for. First main ability, it says inflicts 26,400% skill damage on one enemy. Cooldown 15.3 seconds. Let's see why. Specialty 1 inflicts 10,560% additional skill damage on nearby enemies, which is nice. We love to have our AoEs. That's really helpful. As long as they hit really hard, that's going to take out enemies pretty quickly in some cases, but not all. But it still does help. Specialty 2 cast Call of Madness effect on all enemies, 10th phase for 13.7 seconds. That's a lot, by the way. And the first Madness effect is, it says, increase received magic damage by 422%. And the second effect inflicts 4,224% continuous damage every second. Now, keep in mind, we don't have too many mages like that. Our last mage, which is the most powerful mage so far, which I've maxed out, she has overtime damage, but that's a really good ability to have, and that's every second. So just imagine like buffs that's going to buff her, make her stronger, and make her output damage even more greater. That's going to do a lot of damage if you can buff her to the moon and anybody else. That's pretty good. Let's go to the second effect. It says cast buff on all allies 18 seconds. Let's see what this means. It says buff 1, increase NIT by 616% for her and 246% for nearby allies. 10th phase, 5 stacks. So it's going to stack 5 times, which is great. That's nice that she powers up herself and nearby enemies. Your NIT is basically like for your mages and your incanters. They're not really good for anything else. So she's going to be really focused around those particular type of heroes. Secondly, It says cast wish effect on all allies, 10th phase, 5 seconds. Let's see, can't pronounce the first one. Wish effect 1, increase magic attack by 986% and additional boss damage by 493%. Second effect, increase ranged attack by 986% and skill attack by the same percentage I just mentioned. So that's kind of nice. So she's kind of like going everywhere. You know, she wants you to buff your mages and your enchanters and your mages and your archers, and then your skill attack too, which is going to be basically like your special attacks. Those are your skill attacks. So every time I'm doing this, that is a skill attack. So she buffs all of those. So that's nice that you can have, you know, your archers with you as well. And, you know, so your warriors and DPSs who shoot from long range and stuff like that. That's really helpful. And her signature skill, upon charging 100% signature energy, transformation into Slayer for 70 seconds. Let's see what that is. Transformation effect 1. It says inflicts 158,000. You know, I always get pop-ups every time I do this. 158,400% skill damage on one enemy. So somebody's going to get blown out of the water. And then the second effect is, says increase NIT by 3,168% and magic attack by 12,672% and additional boss damage by 6,336%, 10th phase for 5 stacks. So yeah, she's gonna hurt a lot when she transforms, as you can see right there. She looks even prettier actually, which is kind of crazy. Holy smokes. She transformed. I think that's really cool. I don't think we have any other, well actually we do. We have a couple other warriors and heroes that does that, but that's really, really awesome, and she's going to do a lot of damage. It'd be cool if she got like a different set of abilities and skills. That'd have been great, but this is just awesome. It's just fine. And obviously we're going to go through her skills to make sure we didn't miss anything, because a lot of cases they do hide things. So we're going to go through. Nothing there, nothing there, and then here we go. So transformation effect 3. Increase magic attack by 5,069%, additional boss damage by 2,534% per all allies, 10th phase, 5 stacks. Transformation in effect resets Call of Madness skill cooldown. So that's really awesome actually. So it resets it, which is insane. That's pretty good actually. I definitely love that about this hero so far. That's pretty awesome. And yeah, I do go back because a lot of things are hidden, or they don't want to put too much on the screen, so you're missing the animation effects and such. So that's why I go back and make sure to cover those things. Let's go to the passive effects. The girl who sealed memories. It says personal passive, increase NIT by 3,168%, magic attack by 12,672%, and skill attack by the same percentage I just mentioned. So that's pretty awesome. She's going to get really strong. You know, she can do that in her transformation effect. She's going to do a lot of damage. It's cool to have an encounter who does stuff and then get more offensive. That's kind of neat. That's our very first one so far. Ally Aura, increase magic attack by 8,448%, skill attack by the same percentage I just mentioned, and ranged attack as well. So again, I'm happy she supports out and do those things for your heroes. She's going to be very useful. And then Mage Aura, increase mage attack by 8,448% and skill attack by the same percentage I just mentioned, plus range as well. They all have the same percentage, so that's really awesome. She's going to be really fun to use. Overflowing power. There's a lot here. It says conditional special skill. Condition upon using a skill. Specialty 1, it says inflicts 2 times additional skill damage. Specialty 2 inflicts 3 times additional skill damage once again when transformed into her Slayer form, which is sweet. So she's going to get even stronger. They did this hero pretty cool, actually. I'm excited about this one. That's awesome. And Special Effect 3 inflicts 3 times additional skill damage once again when transformed into Slayer genus only. So that's basically your world boss. Obviously, they can't make her like too broken. So still pretty powerful though. Definitely loving this this new hero. And then type 2, it says conditional special skill. Upon normal attack, special 1 inflicts 21,120% additional skill damage on all enemies, which is great. Specialty 2 inflicts 3 times additional skill damage once again when transformed into Slayer. Specialty 3 inflicts 3 times additional skill damage once again when transforming into Slayer, which is your bosses, when it comes to that one. So that's awesome. In the Twin World, this is your basically your world boss passive. So personal passive, increase NIT by 11,264% and magic attack by, am I reading that right? 42,240%. Goodness. And ranged attack by the same percentage I just mentioned, and additional boss damage by the first percentage. Actually, no, different percentage, 21,120%. So that's pretty awesome. She's gonna bust these these definitely these world bosses for sure. So make sure you get her up to power real quick, because she's gonna hit like a truck. Enemy aura, increase receive magic damage by 4,224% and receive ranged damage by the same percentage I just mentioned. Magic aura, it says increase magic attack by 16,896%, skill attack by the same percentage I just mentioned, and also followed by range attack as well by the same percentage. So that's really good. She's gonna hurt. She's gonna do a lot of damage as long as you help her get powered up, as well from other heroes. So we have plenty of buffers in this game to power up all of our team. So she's going to do very well. And then the last one is specialty. It says inflicts 35,200% additional skill damage on one enemy upon normal attacks. Then you have your fourth pack impact force. You can do that on your own time. Then we have our abilities here, which I have not powered up her yet. And then we have for a specialty one, which is Future of Ruin. And it says Infinity Passive. As personal passive, magic attack increase by 627%. Specialty upon using Wish, increase NIT by 616%, 10th phase for 3 stacks. So she's pretty awesome, guys. You're really going to enjoy her very, very much. We're also going to continue a little bit of invasion here. We're going to try to see if we can get through it. But as far as the new hero goes, she's going to be sweet. She's going to be awesome for sure. You're going to enjoy her, absolutely. She's very, very strong. She's going to be very good in your team. You're not going to have any issues not wanting to have her in your team. She's going to be very useful, absolutely. And I'm definitely happy to actually have displayed her for you guys. I'm always trying to bring out the new heroes for you guys, if not the day or the day after, so therefore I can help you guys with your decisions. But yeah, she's gonna do lots of work. So definitely keep that in mind. I don't see any issues here from her. She's gonna do very, very well. Hopefully you guys are passing this type of content here, and Challenger Dungeon and all that good stuff. If you ever need any help, let me know. Lots of people know what you can go through in your content, then Challenger Dungeon and all that stuff. There's so many different types of builds for everyone. There's not like a solid build that go through. I had a person on my last video mention, what should I go through for Challenger Dungeon? And you can do a lot of things to help you get through. You're going to have to switch up your team, obviously. But I'm not as prepared for this hero. I only got like 39 or 40 packs. I do have over 30 million rubies, though. So we're going to be spending probably about 10 million on this one. I'm looking about maybe a little more. Because you want to spend a lot so you can get the little meter up and get extra resources from there. And then you'll also get some for Path of the Forest starting Sunday. So definitely happy to be able to do that and get her stronger. And it's hard to get your heroes to max level in this game. It takes a lot of time and a lot of luck for sure. So especially people who's been playing longer than you. So yeah, I'm slowly. I have a friend of mine. He's getting real close to maxing out most of all of his heroes, which is pretty bonkers actually. So we're gonna try to get there at one point. So the team you see here, I went through the whole gauntlet with. So I'm trying to go through the whole gauntlet with. Just this setup team here works very well. I mean, a healer, in my opinion, is always needed. I have a guy who didn't use a healer and went through it. So I like having a healer just to have her here. I don't really use her as a healer. She's here more for the revival effect. I said that in the past before. So again, well, her dying early really, really, really sucks. And her dying here really sucks too. So we're going to see how this goes. The vulnerability does help a lot. And then the limit break from my third impact at the far right I know she does heal a little bit and give a barrier and give a shield. So as you see, they're taking damage. They're taking a lot of damage now. Getting health back from the ultimate, which is clutch timing there. Getting the barriers, getting multiple healers, because they're starting to heal a lot more. The first time I see them, they really lose a lot of health. So that's why these guys giving your vulnerability shields are like so important, because you get to do all of those things. But right after this fight, we'll be having to end the video here because I'm past my limit. I try to keep it here because so if you're not spending a lot of time watching. I know my fourth impact video was like my best one. It hit over 4,800 views, but that's because that's a brand new impact. Now, not a lot of people's going to cover that. I'll cover all the new ones that come out. So the fifth impact, which I don't know when it's going to come out, I'm going to cover all of it. I'm going to give my thoughts on it. I'm going to play through it, look through everything, and probably try to discover as much as I can as possible. And then I will discover new things as well for you guys. So we're definitely going to be trying to do that for you guys real soon. Whenever that comes out, we don't know when that's coming out yet. We haven't been in fourth impact for like a fresh. We ain't even a year and a half yet. So there's still lots to come before fifth impact comes out. Up. Are we gonna have somebody die for the first time other than my healer? Nope, not happening. Oh man. All right, that's all I can do. How far did we get? Oh, nice. So I cleared the gauntlet. This is my team right here, me clearing the gauntlet. So I hope you guys definitely enjoy. I'm always going to bring new content for you guys. I cleared the gauntlet here, so hopefully you want to copy this team, you can, to help you clear the gauntlet. It helped out for me. And now I can finish this one, and then we can go to the second stage. But until next time, guys, I'll see you for the next one. Peace.